Live from Austin, Texas, it's the internet's favorite advice show.
Answering for a friend.
Now, here's your hosts, Clint Baker and Mia Harms. What's up, guys? It's Clint Baker with Answering for a Friend. Where's Mia, you ask? Well, we had to do a huge reveal on Mia because she got her hair done. So, get ready. Everybody at home, drum roll time. Here we go. Mia's hair. Hey-oh. Yes, that's right. Mia, your hair looks fantastic. In fact, applause. Applause, yes.
It's not. It's looking a little odd in the headphones.
The headphones will do that. You know, I'll have a perfect hair day and I'll be like, oh, I look like Pat Sajak. This is great. And then I put the headphones on and it screws up everything, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But it's okay. I told everyone that I was going to cut it off and dye it. And it's actually darker than it looks in the thing. Our color is always a little darker, but
yeah.
Anyway,
you want me to lighten it? I could turn you hot pink real quick. I've got the technology.
I really want to do the black and white show where we're just like in black and white, like it's the 50s.
Next time we will do that. Well, cool. Well, you want to get into some fun? How is everybody at home? Let's see. We got some people at home. Eggs on hamburgers asking. Okay, that's going to be the first question for Phil here. But
hi, Phil.
Yeah, Phil asked. Phil asked, eggs on hamburgers? I'm Ron Burgundy. Eggs on hamburgers. Asking for a friend. And Angela Fry says.
Hi, Angeli.
Says F yes. Eggs. Just in case.
Eggs on everything.
Yeah, eggs on everything. That's it.
I agree. Eggs on burgers. Eggs on whatever you want. Eggs are delicious.
I like to get eggs, and then can I add an egg on top? On top of my eggs.
You want an egg? Can I get scrambled eggs with a fried egg on top?
That's how you do it. That actually
sounds really
Pretty
good.
good.
I'm gonna actually order that next time I go to a restaurant.
Kim says, "Hi, y'all." It's just in that voice.
Hi,
Exactly.
Kim.
Hi, Kim. Let's see here. Oh yeah, and she also said, "Your hair is fire."
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Reese 75 says, "Hello there."
Hello. Hi. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, Phil Davis says hi. The black and white show has no discussion. Every answer is yes or no. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
The black and white show. Well, let's get into some questions. Speaking of questions, what do we got here?
Let's do it.
Let's do this. All right. Sorry, I'm moving some stuff on my screen real quick. All right. There we go. First, guys, before we get into it, I need you guys to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell if you could, and tell your friends about us. That's how we grow as a channel, is because you guys are sharing us, telling your friends, and saying, you know what? Thursday, what plan am I on? Thursday night was so much fun. I sat around and watched these two people have fun online, and it was fun for us too. We got to engage together. That's how our channel grows. Togetherness. That's right. So let's get to the first question, which is, I went out with a guy who says that he didn't feel chemistry with me, but I would like to keep chatting since we had such a great conversation about hobbies. What should I do? So he says, I don't feel any chemistry with you, but I did have a good time talking to you about our mutual hobbies. Can I keep chatting with you and talking to you? And the girl's saying, should I keep talking to this guy? He doesn't like me like that. What should I do? What do you think?
Interesting. Well, if you can set a clear boundary that it's friendship, then yeah, keep talking. But if we've talked about this before, getting the wrong idea type thing. So, you just have to be clear and gauge whether or not, that's happening.
Yeah, that's a weird one. It's like, hey,
yeah.
Hey, it's nice to meet you. Can we stay friends?
Yeah.
Do you think he's keeping her on the line just in case? maybe for some.
Just in case. Maybe. I
Huh.
don't know.
I could totally tell this chick digs me. First of all, we call. First of all, the imaginary version of this guy called her a chick in my brain. This chick
Chick, right.
digs me, so I'm gonna keep her on the line just in case these other things, these other irons in the fire, don't work out. Then I'll go back with this one. Um,
Ugh, I don't know.
I
That's
don't.
weird.
Yeah, people are crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, here's the deal. Do you have room for more friends? Some people don't.
Yeah.
Some people are like, I'm good. I don't. I've got a lot of friends, and if y'all had a great time talking and you want to be friends with them, then stay friends with them. If
Yeah.
you know, if you don't want a friend, then don't. I don't know. That's weird. And maybe,
If you don't want a friend, then don't
yeah,
have a friend. Yeah, I agree though. It's like, if the intention of your meeting was to date and it didn't work out as a date, maybe time to move on. You know?
yeah. Uh,
I think that the wrong idea thing might be in there at some point.
maybe it's like I enjoyed talking to you, but I hate your hairdo. So, so
Is it because of the headphones? I'm sorry,
maybe
I wear
that's
them to every date I go on.
don't wear headphones to Starbucks on your first safe date. Don't do that. All right.
Don't wear your headphones. Yeah.
Well, let's go to the next one and see.
Okay.
Let's see. You want to read it, Mia?
I'm gonna read it.
Do it.
Does anyone else think it's difficult to meet people these days? What's the secret? Asking for a friend.
Well, yeah, it's difficult to do anything these days. It's we've been in a pandemic.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's weird. And I think the world is weird now. You know what I mean? Like back in the old days, back when I was a young man, you actually went out and you went in public.
A long time ago.
Yeah, and you met people in public, and now people meet on
Yeah.
dating apps and stuff. Which I have one of my best friends just got married to somebody he met on Tinder. You know, it's
Aw.
yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's cool. Whatever you got to do. I've met people. I have some good friends too that met on one of my YouTube shows in the comments. You know what I mean? So it's like
Really?
yeah, and then they met in real life. So I mean, I guess you
Aw.
just got to put it out there. You know what I mean? You just got to put it out there and communicate. If you're too shy to comment on the chat, like guys here in the
Yeah.
chat, feel free to comment and talk to other people. For instance, eggs should go on everything. Y'all are interacting.
Best friends.
Yeah, now y'all are BFFs. Even though one of you
Yeah.
hates eggs and the other one likes eggs, but you understand how each other work, and now you're friends. That's how you do it. So if you're in a situation you can't go out in public, at least interact online, and
Yeah.
and I don't know, it's weird. And there's another question that in regards to dating with apps and stuff. So I'm not going to elaborate like I was just or expand on what I was about to say. But yeah, you just got to do your best, man, and be nice and I don't know.
Be nice.
I don't know. How do
Be
you? What would
nice.
you suggest? I mean, this person, we never have context. He also said like, yeah, I'll go hiking and stuff, and I'll see couples everywhere. And I'm like, where do they go to meet people? Like,
Yeah.
some people meet at work, some people meet through friends of friends, some people meet on dating apps. Everybody's different, but
Yeah.
you just gotta give it a go. I don't know.
Yeah. I think you're the last person I met not through online. And that was what, 10 years ago now.
Mm.
No, I agree. And then, meetups are great to find
Yeah.
mutual interest. And now that more people are vaccinated and more things are opening up, there might be more safe options, but they're also doing a lot of online meetups. So finding people with things you have in common. But I find like, for men, I think it's easier sometimes to meet other friends when you're with someone. So if
Mhm.
you have maybe another buddy or another female friend that you could go to a whiskey tasting with or just some event, it's easier to talk to people kind of when you're already in like a pair. But
It
you can't make yourself more outgoing than I mean, it's
Yeah.
tough. It's really tough
It's
to
another
meet
thing.
people.
Another thing too. It's like if you feel like you're in a rut, that means you're doing the
Yeah.
same thing over and over again. And if you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna have the same outcome. So, like
Mm,
she said, with
yeah.
meetups and stuff, and I was thinking about this the other day. We've been in a pandemic, but I was thinking about it. I've done a lot of weird stuff in my life, like I've taken acting classes. I've
Hmm.
taken like stand-up comedy classes because I always
We
wanted.
met.
Yeah, that's how you and I met.
Hmm.
And but getting out and into the world doing that, like all of a sudden I had a whole new support group and group of friends that were completely
Yeah.
different, and it was cool. And then same thing happened with the comedy stuff, and it's like, if you're going out and getting karate lessons, or
Yeah.
doing CrossFit, or joining a Spartan thing, whatever, it's like you're gonna get around different people. So
Yeah.
if it's a chess club, then whatever. But you got to get out of the house. You got to just try to get around new people, and maybe just try something different that you've never done before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Like hiking, I mean, there's hiking groups on Meetup
Mhm.
and stuff, and that's more, distanced and things like that today if it's a pandemic issue. But yeah,
Oh, well, this
I
person's already hiking, so I feel like
yeah, go use the web. Like there is a website. It's like Meetup. I think it's called meetup.com or something, and it's literally just to find people that want to do the same things together.
and Phil Davis says, share cross stitch patterns via email. That's right. Whatever you got to do.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's get on to the next question. When does it stop hurting to see or imagine them with someone else? Asking for a friend. This
Ooh,
Yeah, this person is clearly not over whoever they're talking about. Mia, you
that's
look
really.
like you're about to start saying something.
I'm always about to say something. No, that's really tough, and that just kind of shows that yeah, you're not over this person. And my question would be, are you doing the necessary steps to get over them, or are you kind of dwelling in the, you know, you kind of wish that you were still with them, or maybe not wish you were still with them, but have feelings that you're not over yet.
Sometimes it.
Because it's hard, it's really tough, but focusing on yourself and falling in love with yourself is really important. Or doing it for the first time if you haven't done that before. But it you just can't dwell, and I know it's tough, but things do get better with time.
It's weird. It's sometimes there is a point where it almost feels good to feel terrible and brokenhearted. You almost get addicted to the bad. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Am I weird? I've been in some.
No,
It's
and you get like an excuse
you start
to
making
be
it.
lazy or to not give to not do anything, and you kind of use it as a crutch for a little
Yeah,
while.
you want to
And
feel bad. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You look for reasons, and it just takes a little while to get over. And the time frame was like, hey, it's been 2 years already, and
Ooh,
yeah, and man, you
that's kind of
gotta,
a long time.
yeah, you gotta move forward. This
Yeah.
person, I have exes that I were completely loved and in love with, that are married with kids and doing other things, and it's like there's a point where you got to move on, and just
Yeah.
realize there's forks in life, and paths that you take, and sometimes you and this person are here, and this person goes this way, and you're over here
Yeah.
now. It's just how it is. You just got to accept it and move on. And
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see here.
It's tough.
It
Tough.
is tough. It is tough. And I'm scrolling through the comments, and I saw again your hair is fire, Mia. I just want you to know that.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's
Thank
what the
you.
people at home are saying. Let's see what else we got.
What else we got?
Oh, this is my favorite. If a sapient dolphin smoked a cigar, would it be through the mouth or through the blowhole? Asking for a friend. And I've got pictures just in case. First, this is through the mouth right there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then this is through the blowhole, guys, right here, through the blowhole. So is it through the mouth or through the blowhole?
Well, I don't know dolphin anatomy. So do they suck air in through the blowhole,
Yeah,
or does air only
they
go
breathe through
out?
there, and they blow it. They blow air. I don't know. I'm not a dolphin anatomy scientist either. And now we're
You
back.
should have done some Googling.
I did. How do you think I got that image with the
Right,
with
right.
the
No,
dolphin?
you went on a dolphin watching trip just to
Just
capture it.
I actually saw
So
two dolphins. One was smoking through its
yeah,
blowhole, the other through its mouth. So
I see.
guys in the comments, what do you think?
I
Phil's
love this because I had no idea we had images. So
yeah. And again, guys, if for those of you who are just tuning in, it's
really,
is it through the mouth or through the blowhole? Yes. Would a sapient dolphin be smoking a cigar? This is good stuff here.
I would say the blowhole because they can hold that above water a little better.
Yeah, I I like your logic,
Yeah,
um,
but
but I think Phil nailed it with this
what did Phil
comment.
say?
Phil says through the mouth, but the smoke goes out through the blowhole. That's exactly how that would go down, I think.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Mm. What are they smoking in the cigar?
Uh, I don't know.
Wacky
I don't
tobacco?
know if it's a Jamaican dolphin or
Is it wacky tobacco?
it could be.
When was
It's
the
a
last time you heard someone say that?
wacky tobacco. I said that this morning.
I'm sure you did, Clint.
The I like the devil's lettuce. That's one of my
The
favorites.
devil's lettuce. Oh, goodness.
Yeah. And
Through the mouth because otherwise he'd look like a narwhal. What was the last of that
yeah,
comment?
and the end of that says, "And who wants that?"
Are you a narwhal hater, Kim? What is happening?
Well,
Yeah, you could get him confused. What if that's what narwhals actually are? They're just smoking something and we just never really realized it.
I thought for a second, is that a beluga whale or is that a no? That is a dolphin. Um,
It is such a great image. I'm so happy that you
it,
captured that for
it's a
us. Thank you.
it's a dolphin corn. I'm really excited about that.
It's a yeah. Man, I'm trying to come up with a good pun. It'll come to me later.
All right, well let's move on to the next one.
Thanks for that treat,
For
Clint.
for
Thank
those
you.
who don't have a sense of humor. Oh, do you want to read this one, Mia?
I guess I'll read it. I am considering having photos taken by a photographer. I feel like my profile pictures are the only thing holding me back from better quality matches on apps. Is this a dumb idea? Asking for a friend. Hmm.
Pictures,
Well,
profile pictures are the only thing that's keeping you from getting good matches.
that can't be accurate.
Yeah, I I
Eh,
I go for it.
I mean, if that's what's holding you back, only you can have every single phone has such a good camera these days. You can have a friend take a couple of pictures, but if it's a bunch of professional pictures or was this what was the gender of this
It
person?
was
Do
a
you know?
female. It was a female.
See, I don't know. There's this stupid standard, right, where that might be acceptable, but like for men it just comes off as a little weird. Like why
Yeah.
I don't know. Why are all your headshots on your dating profile?
I have so many things on this. I have so
I
many things to
have
say.
so many things on
I
this.
do, and it's like, first, are you looking for somebody granted, my heart goes out to you because I know you're just trying to find a match and all that. So
Right. Yeah.
it's good to be proactive and try to do the right thing. But look, are you just looking for somebody that is looking for a realtor pick? You know what I mean? With like the perfect thing, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you see, like
That's not what you look. That's not as authentic.
yeah, and what are you gonna do when
Yeah.
you show up? And he sees you in real life. That's and it's like, hey, that you don't
Yeah.
you looked like red carpet on your photo, and now you look here. Two, is any female that is doing filters with big eyes and all that crap,
Yeah. Yeah.
guys
It's
do
so
not.
inaccurate.
That's an instant swipe left. I can tell you. I'm like,
Yeah.
and another thing, if you got pictures where you're wearing sunglasses and all of your and everything, get
I say that to people all the time. I'm like,
later.
do you realize every picture you have sunglasses on? Like, I think people just don't even realize it. But it's so crazy to me. Yeah, filters. I I try to accurately represent myself in pictures. I've heard from several people that like, "Oh, you look like your pictures," and that's great.
You're like, yeah, because
So
it's me in the pictures.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you don't want to just like, I may put one photo up where I'm, just this amount of makeup on, which is not my normal everyday, just to like, I don't know, say I like to be fancy sometimes, but I wouldn't I wouldn't want all of them to be boudoir glamour shots, some super professional pics. You need a couple selfies, maybe one with your friends to show you have some
And
and you like to have a good time.
on that topic, just one. I mean, like I've seen profiles too where there's
You don't know which
you
person it
don't know
is
who
in the
it is.
picture.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
which one? It's her and these two girls, and like they're two of them are in every photo, and you're like, who? Which one
Can
is
I
it?
also, God, can we eliminate this? This one is the one that always bothered me. We've already talked about the like dead deer, dead fish ones, whatever.
Oh, the hunting
What about
ones?
the hunting ones? But what about the group photos where they have blurred out other people's faces?
Yeah, that's weird.
I get that that's like they're doing that, as a courtesy to the other people in the photo, but can't you just use another photo?
Yeah.
Like it looks weird to me. They're like, God, I looked so good in that picture, but like my friend Kim and Andy don't want to be on my dating profile. I gotta swipe out their faces.
Yeah, you know what? For people for those, there's an app called, and I'm in no way, we're no way sponsored by them or anything. But if they are listening, and they'd like to
Yet.
sponsor us. It's called Bazart. I use it to make
Hmm.
thumbnails. You can,
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah, and you can take a photo and you can erase people and stuff and just have just the outline. You know what I mean? And
Of you,
of
right?
you, and then cool, you could put it in. You could put yourself in front of the beach or the Empire State Building or whatever you want.
Yeah.
If you got a photo with an ex and you want to cut them out, or an ex friend and you want to cut them out, that's how you
So
do
you don't
it.
have to blur out
Yeah, blurry face.
Tina and
No.
Derek's faces. I don't know where these names came from.
So yeah, and I also this girl, she's wanting to know should I feel like the only thing holding me back from getting quality matches and dates is my profile pic.
It's so absolute.
It's
I
yeah,
don't
it's
know. There's
super
no
absolute.
way.
So like maybe the description, maybe you need to work on your description. Also,
Yeah.
maybe what you're looking for in people is a little bit off. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what do
That.
you what do you expect? Like what are you looking for? And are you trying to like are you trying to land a billionaire? And you're like, I just need the right pick. I go to the
Well,
gym.
and
I go to the gym 9 times a week. It's just I need the right pick that showcases me. I mean, I don't understand exactly
yeah.
what she's going for. Go ahead.
I would say, having a professional photo shoot is great if you've never done it before.
Hmm.
And it does, make you feel really good about yourself. So if you want to do that as a confidence booster and have a good time with it, then maybe select one of
Yeah,
those
yeah,
photos,
yeah.
the one you really like, and add it in. And that does show confidence, which I've heard men are obsessed with. Men
Eh,
just want confident women
eh,
to walk all over them and steal their money in their cars. Just
Mia,
kidding on the
Mia,
last part.
will you walk all over me?
Yes, yes, but I don't know if you can afford it.
My back has been killing me. I think it would
Oh,
be nice.
yeah,
Um,
the amount of
I c-
times I've been asked to do that.
I don't think I could afford. I don't think I could afford it.
No. These tiny feet though, they're wonderful for that.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you. I've had headshots done and stuff, and it's nice. It is nice to have a nice
Yeah.
pic
Yeah,
a
it's
pic
fun.
of yourself. So definitely do
Especially if
that.
someone does your hair and makeup. That's great.
Yeah. That's a big, and that's why everyone does it for their weddings and stuff. You know what I mean? Like and
Right.
but getting dolled up like your like wedding style, wedding caliber, and going to take a photo for your Tinder profile or something is just a little bit
Yeah.
wacky to me. I don't know. And the absolute of the only thing holding me back from getting quality matches, it seems a little weird. So I would really
Yeah,
just
there's so much more. There's more to it than that, for
I would
sure.
I'd take a minute to analyze what you're thinking and what you want,
Yeah.
and and you'll get it, and just keep the right motives, and uh just be honest with yourself. How about that?
Yeah,
All right,
for sure.
let's move forward and let's see what some of these comments say. The profile pic isn't likely. Michelle says the profile itself likely needs more attention, interests, hobbies, preferences, or visible before a swipe.
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of what we were saying too. Like maybe the content in your profile needs a little boost. I've helped friends like rewrite write their profiles or rewrite them. They've asked me what I thought, and I'm just like, "Oh, do you want my opinion?" But also, what I would be looking for may be something completely different than what
Yeah.
an so it's kinda hit or miss, and it's like, what do you want someone to know about you that you feel good about, that you would be, feeling hot about telling them, you know?
Probably make a list. I would say, like, some people aren't great communicators. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
so you need to think, what do I want to let people know about me, and what am I looking for in a person, and
yeah,
write those things down in a list, and then say, "Hey, Mia, could you write this thing for me? Because I'm not a very good communicator,
yeah,
but
and
this is
throw a
what."
joke in there.
Yeah, in
If you
any.
know any funny chicks to write your profile for you,
And if you're super serious, Mia, oh, that's a good one.
that's what my pictures look like.
Um, if if you're super somber and serious and don't want to joke in your thing, that's cool too. But
Do you know what my first line used to be in my dating profile back in the day?
what?
It said, "I've read Moby Dick cover to cover several times over, and if you're lucky, I'll let you call me Ishmael." So it's so creative because it's funny, but also if you know what I'm talking about in the joke, then it was attracting like intellectual types that know the very first line of the book Moby Dick. So yeah, it was funny. It was opening with a joke, and then I'd have some more serious stuff in that. But I always really was proud of that one.
I always wanted to do a musician looking for a career woman who can afford me. Uh, something like that. Um, but yeah, uh, who can afford to buy me a bass or something? Something fun that made fun of musicians. With to help me establish my credit. Um, yeah,
Don't put your credit score in your profile. That's something else I've
do
seen.
people
People
do that?
do that. People do that.
Oh my God, people are crazy.
I've heard people talk about that at bars too. I've overheard that conversation. Like, I finally have a credit score good enough to put in my dating profile.
They're like,
What?
oh,
Weird.
we could go into business together. You're actually an adequate match because together we could buy a house. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. It's like, oh, you're a, like,
So weird.
I mean, there's that element of there's weird people. Um, I I don't know, man. There's some weird people out there, and there are people that are looking at it like it's a business sometimes
Well,
instead of
'cause
it's.
sometimes it is dating for people. So, you know what? If you're the type of person who does put your credit score in your
Right.
profile, I don't want to say knock you. You're attracting the people that you want to attract with that.
Yeah.
However, I don't think that's the best for a broader. You're gonna really narrow it down with that one.
Yeah, I think like you should really think about, like, if I like this person, and then you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, oh, they're adequate. They make this many figures, and they're not bad to look at, and they have a good credit score, and blah
But
blah blah. They want to have I don't know, it's
lower income people can have good credit scores if they're paying their stuff on time. It
yeah,
doesn't. What does that say?
it's
It's just strange. It's strange to me, but
it is weird.
to each is their own.
Yeah, I'm not talking smack. I'm just talking smack. Let's see. Let's move forward here. We got we got a question here from James Simon. He said, "Are zombies and vampires the same thing?" Asking for a friend.
No. What?
Uh,
Is that a serious question?
yeah. And then Phil says, "Vampires are a kind of zombie since they are reanimated dead, but zombies are not vampires." Boom.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
I wrote a paper once in college I wrote the history of zombies. I did like insane amount of research, and it was pretty extensive and a pretty fun project to work on. So I would say that vampires are not zombies.
Yeah. And I have this response too about Ismail.
Call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my purse and nothing particular to interest me on shore, I thought I would sail about a little and see the watery part of the world.
There you go. We'll get a little bell for that. All right, let's go to the next question. What do we got? Boom. Okay, there we go. Do you want me to read this? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So when I speak to this girl, she makes long eye contact and sometimes looks at my lips and keeps doing that. Sometimes when I'm speaking, sometimes when I'm speaking, she will play with her lips with either a straw or her finger. Is there any significance to this behavior? So when this guy's speaking, the girl makes long eye contact and then watches his mouth, and then sometimes she'll also play with a straw or play with her lips with her finger. Any significance to this behavior?
I've always heard that is a sign that she wants to make out with you.
That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like she was really hot for this dude. That's what it sounds like to me. Yeah.
I would do the same thing.
Yeah,
if I was into someone.
I would probably do the same thing. You know, I think you should. Hi.
Huh? What
Hi.
are you?
Hi, Mia.
Is everything okay?
We're good. Just
Do you have something in your teeth,
No, but
or are
I'm-
you? No.
no, but your mouth looks great. I'm just looking. Yeah, that's a
Huh.
weird one. Man, dude, wake up. This chick's into you. Ask her
She
out.
wants to do making out.
She wants. Yeah,
Do making out with her.
Yeah.
With consent.
she's basically saying the body language version of "I want to be on you,"
Or the other
or
one
I'm
is
completely wrong.
Or she just doesn't like looking at people. Oh, she said she does make deep eye contact. That's what it said. I was going to say, like, when you're making eye contact with someone and talking, 'cause you can't look at both, and it always makes me laugh. Like, have you ever been in a really intense conversation, maybe even an argument, and you guys are just like face to face, and you can tell they don't know which eye to look at, and you don't know which eye to look at, and it really breaks the tension up because I can't not laugh at that. It's really funny.
And especially with my
And sometimes I'll ask, I'll be like, which eye are you trying to look at? Because I don't know which eye I'm trying to look at.
with my giant head, my eyes are significantly apart. Like, I mean, there's some distance.
So you can tell when someone is doing this.
Yeah,
with
because
their
they're doing
eyes.
this.
Yeah. It's like they're watching ping pong.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. I've also heard you can look at their forehead. They can't tell that you're doing that, but you just look in between, and you can keep a straight face that way,
Ooh.
which is interesting. So
I'm gonna try that next time.
next time you have a stare down, try that.
Yeah.
Look at this. Me and Tess, we're on the same wavelength.
You stare in the middle of the eyes.
That's right.
How come? Well, I feel like I can tell when someone's doing that, though.
You can't tell.
You
And
can't tell?
look, I'm staring right between your eyes. Can you tell?
Well, we're not face to face.
Yes,
This
we
is all
are.
convoluted.
Yes, we are. There's another thing too. Some people stare at mouths. They lip read. Is the girl? Yeah, the girl. She's just looking at his mouth. Like, I don't know. Some people do that. It's not.
With the
That's
whole straw thing.
but
and
the straw
whole...
thing. Yeah, I think. I don't know. I think.
Let's see. Do you have a straw with you? Please show us what's going on. Oh, right. Man, I'm so
yeah.
turned on right now.
And the best part is a green straw, so you can't even see it. It's amazing.
Ooh, it's like a ghost straw.
Ghost straw. Yeah, that's a weird one. I don't know. It's funny.
I would say maybe be like, want to make out sometime? Hey, baby, want to make out sometime?
Yeah.
No.
Sure,
You're just
sure,
like,
I'm in.
I'm just gonna leave that there.
Hi, that's what she said. So, Phil says she's totally into him. Take her for some soft serve ice cream and see what happens, because ice cream is how you get to someone's heart. It's a direct line straight to the
I
heart.
agree with that.
Yeah.
But for me, it is vegan ice cream because I don't do the dairy. So take me to Lick Ice Cream.
Yeah.
And I will be yours for life.
Next time you're at Alamo Draft House, Mia, you got to try their vegan buffalo wings. Have you ever had them? They're cauliflower buffalo wings. They're
I haven't had 'em.
fantastic.
I'm not a vegan. I just can't have dairy. So when it comes to
Well,
ice cream, it's easier to get.
You don't have to be a vegan if you like buffalo stuff at all. You don't have to be a vegan to enjoy these. They're fan-freaking-tastic. They're really good. And I might get
Yeah.
some because I'm going to go see Army of the Dead at 10:20 tonight. Woohoo!
Tonight?
Yeah,
Does anyone
in the
need
theater.
a friend tonight?
In the
I'm
theater.
free after this, and I have no plans.
Nah. Free?
You're not going to invite me to your movie?
I'll as soon as this show ends, I will make a call and see if I can buy the seat next to me. And
It's
then
okay.
no,
It's
I
okay.
would love to have you at the movies with me.
I have pasties to make, Clint. Pasties.
Pasties. Now, I think we should go to the movie and yeah. This needs to happen. Let's do it. Let's do another question. Now I'm like, I wonder if I can get the seat next to me in the theater because it's Alamo. I've been on 3 dates with this guy. He's everything that I want in a man, but I'm not sure that I'm attracted to him. I did when we kiss. Oh, she said I didn't feel any butterflies or anything like that, any sensation, but I did when we kissed, but I don't get much physical contact. So I think it was just how do I decide if I should continue seeing this guy? She's been out with him 3 times and she's just not really into him. Or she liked everything about him though. She's like, I like everything about this guy. So I don't understand what that means either. Does that mean you're like, I like that he's got a secure job and all that, but I'm not attracted to him? That could mean
Personality.
yeah, it's like
I would say, there's 2 camps on this typically. There's the people that will tell you that attraction comes later, and then there's the people that'll say that that's not a thing. And I am it has to come very early on, the attraction. I have to feel it. I have a 2-date rule, and I have to feel it by that 2nd date or I'm just not going to continue. It just won't. It won't spontaneously occur for me. I'm very much drawn to that like natural physical chemistry in the beginning. And then I feel like I'm more tolerant to adjust for personality, if the really strong attraction's there, because that's important to me. But there are people where that's the opposite. They're like, if we are vibing on all these levels, I can learn to be attracted to them physically later. But that is just not for me. And I think, you just have to ask yourself which one of those camps are you in, and give it a few more dates. And if you're really not feeling anything, I think it's time to close that chapter.
yeah, I agree with you on that. I'm the same way. I know right from the get-go if I'm into somebody. There's not like
Yeah.
hey, after a while I'm like, hey, I suddenly feel something for this person. I'm not
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I know immediately and I'm like there's a weird animal magnetism and it's like you just know. But I'm different than other people. You know what I mean? Like I have friends. I have a friend that she was not into him at all, like really like that at all. She'd known him for a little bit, but it was like I don't see him like that. And they went on a few dates, and all of a sudden she just like they completely went nuts for each other. And there was a while before and that they didn't. They weren't. She was, and I remember her saying that I never would have in a million years
Yeah.
thought that I would be dating this guy. So since you have a little flutter, you said you noticed a little bit of flutter when you kissed him
Yeah.
on this one date. That's the oxytocin kicking in, and you're feeling it. You're getting a rush, a little adrenaline too, probably. But that there could be a little flame in there. So I would not give up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not give up because again, everyone's like Mia said too. Everyone's different. So you might not be feeling it now, but they might be in there. So give it a
Yeah.
couple more goes. You should
Explore it a little bit.
make out with them a few more times and and then see how it goes. And then if you're like if you're not in you make out with this guy or kiss this guy a couple more times and you're still asking the question, you're beating a dead horse. You need to move on. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
agree.
Agreed. Mia and I agreed. Celebration buzzer. All right, let's see what we got here.
I'm currently raising the roof.
Yes. We got one more. We got one more
Ooh.
question, and
'Kay.
then we're gonna play a game known as Mia. Would you rather?
Would you rather? That's the
Yes.
name of the game.
Would you rather? All right, so here we go. Okay, I had a successful back surgery 12 years ago and have been pain-free. Recently, I've been getting terrible pain in my back 5 days before my period. What can I do to help this? Asking for a friend. I have no idea what to expect with periods, so I'm gonna pass this over to Mia. Mia, do you know things about people having back pain when their cycles are acting up and things of that nature? You
I
want to
mean,
help?
definitely. I mean, you can have cramps that wrap all the way around to your back, but I mean, if you think that it might be related, it could be unrelated to that. And it could be just I don't know, the type of surgery and what it was, were there pins involved or things could be shifting. It might be time to go have imaging done if it continues for quite a while. If it's happening every month and going away when your period starts, then that could be cyclical. And then
That's
I would maybe want to talk to a doctor about how to regulate that a little bit better. Because that could be signs of other things going on too, like different conditions can have different impacts. I had a cyst once that was the worst stabbing pain I've ever had, and it was in my back. That's where I felt it.
wow.
And the cyst was not in my back. It was on an ovary. And I just remember being like, "No, there's something wrong with my back." And then when the doctor did the ultrasound, she's like, "No, it's a cyst on your ovary." And I was miserable. And in my mind, it's called reference pain when you feel pain other places. And in my mind, I was like, "There's no way this is not my back." But it wasn't. It wasn't my back. So just monitor it for a little bit and see, take notes on your symptoms. And if it's not resolving, it's time to go see the doc.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a weird one. The reference pain is what you said it's called?
There's a bunch of well, I don't know if that's a
It's
specific reference pain, but there are, like, when you feel pain in your shoulder, sometimes it's indicative of gallbladder stuff, which is nowhere
yeah.
near gallbladder. So there's reference pain charts that show you kind of what those things mean. But
I
don't read too much into that. Let the doctor
Yeah,
do
let the
that.
doctor be.
Yeah.
Well, I've done stuff like where I've hit my head, like touched my head or something, and then
Mhm.
felt like I was getting tapped on the back of the head, which is kind of crazy. Or there's like
Yeah. The
acupuncture that
neurons.
they're like poking something over here that deals with something in another part of your body, which is crazy. Human body's
Yeah.
fascinating and crazy thing.
Your nerves and your neurons all connect in weird networks, and they're really intricate and really amazing.
You know what's another amazing thing? Is a dolphin smoking a cigar through its blowhole.
Through its
That is
blowhole,
another
ladies and
thing. It's
gents,
so crazy.
and everything
That's right.
else out
Um,
there.
we want to remind everybody right now that May is Mental Health Awareness Month, guys. Break the stigma. There's no shame in getting help if you need it, or getting therapy or anything like that. And there's a lot of people out there that are looking to help people if you're having a hard time. So I got if you need help, I got the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-TALK, suicide prevention lifeline.org. So if you need help,
Yeah.
guys, and if you don't have time to pause on this video and write these numbers down, do a Google search. I promise you,
Yeah.
you look for help, or just call 911 and they'll give you, or 311. They'll refer you to somebody. So
And talk to people. Let people know how you're feeling. Friends, family members. Mental health is nothing to be ashamed of. We all go through our stuff. So just be kind to yourself. Be kind
yes.
to yourself.
Well, let's get into the game. Gotta get my phone up for my list of stuff.
I have a list on my phone.
How many are we doing?
I wrote 3, and they're all really. I mean, I don't know if you've ever met me before, but they're really ridiculous. So
Sweet.
How many did you write?
I wrote 2, and I figured I could probably freestyle a third one. So,
Okay.
especially after
Do you
hearing
want to?
yours.
I pretty analytical with Would You Rather's. This is like my favorite game. So
Cool. Well, let first.
I'm a hypothetical kind of a gal. So give me what you got.
All right. So first we got, would you rather? I had to use my beautiful screen that I made there. So, all right. So I'm going first.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. This is a fun. Well,
I'm so excited.
okay. Would you rather never have to eat again or never have to sleep again?
I love this question.
Both are necessary. Both are a pain in the ass sometimes, but both are also beautiful things. So what do you think?
Okay, so my question to you is, if I never have to eat again, can I still eat if I want to?
No. And you have to pick one, and it's like, okay, you're never going to eat again, or you're never going to sleep again.
Food is a big pain in my ass. It really is. My schedule and feeding myself is always been a struggle for me, but man,
But
I do enjoy it.
such a joy.
Such a joy. I think right now in my life, I would definitely say never have to eat again.
Never have to eat again.
But never having to sleep again would, I don't know, what would you do with all that extra time? I don't know if that would be good because I'm already bored a lot. So then I would just be like, God, all this freaking time to do not a lot of things.
Michelle says, "Does that include alcohol?" That's drinking. That's not eating. Because I have beer.
Can I have smoothies? That's drinking.
Michelle says, if I can have beer, forget it. Yeah, well, see, you're good. Beer, like, you're gonna have naturally, you're gonna have enough. You don't need any nutrients, so you're good. Yeah,
I
beer.
think if you could eat, if you could take food away, but then if you wanted to, you're like, man, it would be nice to have a bite of something and just know it's not gonna, you don't need it to survive. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but no,
Like it's an option.
it's not an option. It's either no sleep or no food.
Well, I'm cutting out the food today.
And I'd have to go with no sleep, I think.
Yeah, well, you're a do things person.
I guess so. I was like, dude, I could get so much done. Plus, your life is twice as long.
I would be like,
Or
exactly. Your life is twice as long. That sounds awful.
A third as long. That's so awesome. That's like getting to live to be 140.
Yeah, no, thank you.
But not being 140. It's great. The things you could accomplish, the lives you could change.
There are so many days I want to take a nap when I'm not even tired. To not even be able to do that ever again.
Nope, you're done.
Yeah, I'm cutting out food.
What's your question?
All right. These are so stupid. But I want to ask you this one because this is specific just to you. I couldn't answer this for you.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather perform your hit song I Feel Fine
Oh, Jesus.
every day, 3 times a day, and only that song for the rest of your life, or never play music ever again in any capacity?
You said only play I Feel Fine, or
Yeah.
I would rather
Or
just not.
no music at all.
I would rather just not play music ever again, for sure.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
Yeah. I might even once a day be rather not play music.
That's so funny.
Yeah. I've played that song literally 1,000 times. You know what I mean? Like, I don't hate the song. It did a lot of great things for me. But yeah, I sure, if that was it, it's like you could either play this song or not play. Just not play.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like, that's like, yeah, you could only. That's like you asked me yesterday if I could only eat hot dogs. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, I can't do hot dogs forever. But the other thing was
the other
pretty
one was
good.
pretty bad.
pretty
That's
bad.
the point of the game.
I know. Well, okay, and then let me ask you this then.
I'm nervous.
All right. Would you rather be able to make someone orgasm on command? And I don't mean the good old-fashioned way. I'm not doubting that you couldn't do that anyway. I'm saying by just pointing at them.
Ooh.
Yeah, just being able to bam, or make someone shit themselves on command. Boom. Which one would be better? Because the vengeance would be perfect. Somebody cut you off in traffic, you're like, bam, you shit yourself. But also, you could make somebody orgasm in traffic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
but
which
I'm not
which one is it?
mean. Okay, so I wouldn't want to make someone shit themselves because I'm not mean like that. But you could also use the orgasms negatively too. Like
Yeah.
if you wanted to punish someone, you totally could just make them. You could just one after another. Is it unlimited?
Yeah, it's only all you got to do is go bam.
Does it work on animals? Just kidding. Does it work on dolphins smoking a
Yeah. Does it work on
cigar?
cigar smoking dolphins? Look, that's after you point at the guy.
Do I have to actually point at the person? Orgasm.
I think yes. You got to point at him. That's
Okay, does it work on you right now? Orgasm.
That was my
That's
O face. Actually, my
vinegar strokes, ladies and
yeah,
gentlemen.
my O face is like a Tusken Raider. It's like on Star Wars. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, definitely the orgasm one. The shitting yourself one is really cruel, and I don't feel like anyone should ever have to go through that if they don't
Not
have to
to
go through that.
not to mention, do you know how rich you could get? Because is it morally like one thing? It's one thing to be to sell yourself, but if you're like, hey, give me $50, bam, like there's not, you know what I mean? You're not really having to sacrifice
Yeah.
anything. I
And
feel
then what if you're over it too? Like you're, in the bedroom and you're like, oh my God, will this guy hurry up? Yeah, he
yeah.
will. He's done.
So
And I can go take a nap.
you'd be rich. You could point
I
at
can go take a nap because I don't have to eat food afterwards because I'm off food.
you could sit in a car across the street and say put $50 in the mail slot and your wildest dreams will come true. And you could just sit there and then he does it and you're like, boom, and he doesn't even know where it came from. You know, it just thinks it's a magic door.
I love it.
I
I
love it
really
too.
want this power. How
Yeah.
do I
That's the best superhero, I think. That's
How do I get
that's
this
a good
power?
superhero. Okay, and what do you got? What else you got for me?
Okay. All right. This is so stupid. All right. Be able to fly, but only when naked, or be able to time travel, but you arrive in places naked.
Boy. That is a tough one.
So you're like, I can fly, which, you could use that power in your home only, or, you don't have to fly over the city naked, but you would be limited in the
But it'd be
places you could
awesome.
probably fly.
You're also limited to places you can land, you know?
And then time travel, you don't really know where you're going to show up.
I
You just put a place in, but
I'm
you
gonna
don't know
say
where in that place.
I'm gonna say fly. I would say
Fly naked.
definitely fly naked because time travel's terrifying. You could end up somewhere and you're like naked, but you're out in the woods. You like you're in front like Napoleon. All of a sudden it's like the Waterloo or something. You don't know where you're gonna end up at what time. There could be bears. It's like that's like terrifying. Time travel actually. You
Yeah.
think, hey, I'd love to go see all this stuff. No way. It would be time travel would be terrifying.
Terrifying.
Not naked, I think. Just showing up someplace and
Yeah.
it's a different reality. You look like a witch or something. You're like your watch, your fancy Casio watch. Oh, it's a witch. You know, like people would freak out at your
Been
clothes.
watching too much Quantum Leap,
I
Clint.
guess, yeah, I think it's terrifying. I didn't mean to go off on a rant there, but yeah. And especially showing up naked, like
Yeah.
no shoes on. You gotta like probably like dirt and rocks. Like no thanks.
Yeah. Have you seen that show Naked and Afraid?
No.
Or is that the one? I think that's the one where I think they do 21 days naked and they have to survive. They have to make their own shelter and their food and their
Oh, I've
it's
heard about this show. I've never
they
seen it.
lose a lot of weight and it's really tough.
Yeah.
Really tough.
You gotta make your own clothes and that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, man. That's the same thing. You show up in like 1721 in some random place, like, you don't know what's gonna happen to you.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right, now I have to make one up off the top of my head.
I can read you my last one.
Okay, read me your last one.
It's really stupid. It's the dumbest one out of all of them.
We'll make this the last one because I'm looking at the clock and
Okay.
we're approaching 9, so that's our cutoff. So what do we got?
Okay, would you rather cry tears of ketchup every time you saw a cute girl, or let me say, a cute lady, woman, girl is not the right word, or have to have an Avril Lavigne song play out loud every time you use the bathroom?
Cry tears of ketchup every time I see an attractive lady,
Yeah,
or have to hear Avril Lavigne every time I go to the bathroom?
every time.
I
He was a skater boy.
I sing Avril Lavigne every time I go to the bathroom anyway. So it's
Oh
like
my gosh.
I'm like, so much for my happy ending. Just kidding. No, yeah, I'm gonna go with Avril Lavigne because I do not want to be like, I don't want to be looking at some girl and she's like playing with her lips with her straw and look at me directly in the
And you're
eyes and
crying tears of ketchup.
my eyes just start crapping ketchup. That's like the last thing that I want to do. That's no good.
So awkward, huh?
Yeah, no good.
What if it was Avril Lavigne though every time you're turned on in the bedroom with the lady versus the tears of ketchup?
Wait, is Avril Lavigne actually in the bedroom with the lady?
No, it
'Cause
just
that's a
starts
whole nother
blaring.
conversation. The
It
uh, it's
just starts blaring very loud every time you're about to.
if if all of a sudden it's like, okay, me and the lady in the room together, and it's like,
Mhm.
okay, and then all of a sudden I hear, she was a girl, he was the boy. I think I think I would just like spontaneously combust. I don't know about that. Now, if I cried tears of ketchup every time I went to the bathroom, there's toilet paper present to clean up the mess, and I'm in private, I think I would have to go with that over
That's so weird. You would smell like ketchup all the
my
time.
eyes. My eyes would smell like ketchup. I
They gave
really
me a
like
hot dog and they left the ketchup off. Clint, can you take it to the
I'd
bathroom
be
for
like,
me?
"No." Yeah. Or flip-flop to be like, "Oh, they didn't give me ketchup. Mia, come okay, thank you." I'll be like, "All right, there you go."
I would totally eat your eye ketchup.
Oh, you're the best. Well, cool. Well, that's all we got. Unless I
Do we
come
have
up
any
with
comments before we go?
yeah, any comments? Let's see here. Well, good old Phil says, "Oh, we got a couple of comments. Let's see here. Can I carry a suitcase with me?" This is in regards to the flying naked or traveling naked. That's an excellent question.
I mean, I suppose you could.
Yeah. Also, fly, paint yourself all black, fly at night, show up naked in Hitler's bunker by chance? Nope, exactly.
Hmm.
Let's see here. And Phil says, no condiments, period.
No
Phil
condiments
doesn't
ever.
like condiments ever of any
On
sorts.
anything?
On anything. He's not a, yeah, he's
Interesting.
not a condiment
I
kind of
like to
guy.
call them moisturizers and freak people out. Like, what's your favorite moisturizer on your burger?
Ketchup.
Mayo.
I ketchup. It's my favorite.
Mayo. I think you asked me a butt crack mayo
I did.
question.
Would you? I think I said, would you rather have mayo in your butt crack all the time, or
Yeah.
what was the other part?
You said 8 ounces. That's a lot of
8
mayo.
ounces of mayo. Yeah, it was a lot of mayo.
A
I really
lot of
wanted to paint
mayo.
a picture. Oh, or always have dog poop in your right hand.
In your right hand. And I picked the mayo thing. Easier to hide my butt mayo than it is to hide my hand poop.
Yes. And I also thought you could also have your hand removed and leave it in a bag somewhere. And then you got your hands in a box with dog poop, so you're holding your end of the deal. So you got dog poop in your hand for the rest of your life, but you don't have to have it with you. Then you just have to get a prosthetic hand. So
I
that's
think I
all.
want to keep my hand on.
Yeah.
And I'll just have mayo butt.
But yeah, hand
And I'm
on
really going to embrace mayo butt. I'm
you
going to start an OnlyFlans.
OnlyFlans, and you can get like some butt ponds that like absorb mayo. I don't know. This
It's going to be so fantastic. And then people are going to be like, how did that happen? And I'm like, it was a would you rather.
yeah, Phil doesn't even like salad dressing. He'd rather eat dry salad.
What is wrong with you?
He just, um, he likes corn dog nuggies. I'm just kidding. Uh, that's kid food. Let's see here. Kim says, I prefer all my sandwiches dry, just meat and veggies. I'm not even much about cheese. Maybe it's a
I
punk
don't eat
rock. Maybe
cheese.
it's a punk rock thing. I don't know.
It's a punk rock thing.
I didn't get
I
the
don't eat cheese.
I didn't get the
so-
memo.
Hey, who's taking me out for ice cream tonight?
Me. Let's go. You want some? Where can we get some vegan ice cream?
You have a film to see, sir.
I'm gonna see that later.
In an hour.
Okay. In an hour and 20. All right.
All right, you guys.
All
I
right,
love
guys.
you.
Well, I'm gonna go take Mia some vegan ice cream, and we're gonna see you
Yeah, you
next
are.
next week, Thursday, same time, same channel. Yes. So once again, air horn for Mia's fantastic hair. And we've also been talking about having some other guests on the show too. You know, we
We
usually
might
do.
have something exciting, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. We we do the games just to mix it up, so it's not all questions. Just do something fun. But we're also talking. You know, if we get a hypothetically speaking, a film expert who wants to,
Yeah.
is a cinematographer, and we're like, hey, I wanted to get into cinematography or photography or whatever. Do you have any suggestions on a camera or whatever? Well, this person's a pro in that field, and
Yeah.
you can ask them the questions, and then we'll also let them have some fun and answer a few of our questions that we get, and it'll be fun for everybody. So, you know,
Yeah.
it might be a CPA, and you got some tax questions, or a relationship
Tax season.
expert, or whatever you got. But we're gonna have some people on, and then we'll also keep up with our normal shenanigans. So that's coming up in the future. So good night, Kim, and we'll see you guys soon. So Mia, thanks for hanging out with me. As always, I always have fun, and we'll see you guys later. Yeah. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe.